day 3 of 13 Days of Frightful Fragrances, where I unbottle the mysteries of perfume history. Today, let's talk about Mumia, a drug consumed for nearly 1,000 years made from crushed mummies. The ancient Egyptians believed deeply in the power of fragrance. They burned incense as offerings to the gods and anointed themselves with aromatic oils. These sacred uses of scent didn't stop at death. During mummification, embalmers used spices, pine, myrrh, juniper, and cassia, among other ingredients, not only for preservation, but to purify the body for its journey to the afterlife. And around 1000 BCE, they also began adding a naturally occurring resin called bitumen, the same material used to make asphalt. This is what it looks like in solid form, but if you heat it, it becomes this very viscous, sticky substance. And bitumen became something of a miracle drug in Islamic medicine. Avicenna, the Persian doctor who developed the distillation method that paved the way for alcohol-based perfumes, he recommended it as a treatment for paralysis and liver and spleen disorder. And here's where things start to get frightful. The Persian word for bitumen was mumia. I'm not quite sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm sure somebody will tell me in the comments if I'm not. And when medieval Europeans encountered its use during the Crusades, they assumed it was the same black material found on Egyptian mummies. Then, after centuries of mistranslation, Europeans came to believe that mummification itself produced this miracle substance. A 1485 botany guide claimed that balsam, aloe, and myrrh were heated inside the body of the mummy and squeezed through it, forming a hard, dark, fragrant material called mumia. The best mumia, it said, was black and strongly scented, and so they began to eat mummies. Tombs were raided and ancient mummies were ground into powders sold in apothecaries under the name Mumia. King Francis I of France, Henry VIII's nemesis, carried Mumia mixed with rhubarb and believed it was a cure-all. But this gruesome craze soon turned even darker. In the 1560s, the King of Navarre's physician traveled to Egypt to inspect mummies and discovered that dealers were manufacturing new ones using the bodies of criminals and slaves. And these counterfeit mummies were stuffed with bitumen and resins to pass as ancient Egyptian relics. The Mumia obsession lingered well into the 1700s, and by the Victorian era, fascination shifted to the macabre practice of mummy unwrapping parties. Frightful indeed. I'll be back tomorrow with day 4 of 13 Days of Frightful Fragrances, where we'll explore scent spells in the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Follow for more and catch any that you may have missed at the playlist below.